Welcome to Olympian Gymnasium on the campus of Leuzinger High School. It's our high school basketball game of the week on Channel 22 Sports. The Redondo Seahawks and the Leuzinger Olympians, along with Rufus Washington and the terrific Channel 22 Sports crew. I'm Lou Stowers, and it is senior night for 7 seniors on this Olympian team, Rufus, and right in front of us, some very proud moms and dads and grandmas, I'm sure. And the Olympians at 9-0 have some business to tend to, even though this is a night of celebration, as the Olympians locked up the Bay League title against second place West the other night.
Well, indeed they did, Lou. As a matter of fact, they're going for an undefeated Bay League season, which would be their second undefeated season in the last 3 years. But, of course, the main thing, as you mentioned earlier, is the fact that the Bay League title is wrapped up. That's in the bag. This team is already pointing toward its first-round playoff game, which should be a home one. But before they get there, they've got to go through a very good Redondo Seahawk team. And even before they get to having to go through Redondo, they've got the celebration of senior night, which for every high school athlete is a very special moment, because in many cases this could well be your last appearance at home. That's right.
Last appearance at Lou House for the number 4 ranked in the 2A, Leuzinger Olympian seniors. And well, it's just a terrific send-off for these kids going off into the wild blue yonder. A lot of them, I'm sure, will be going to play in 2 or 4 year schools.
Absolutely.
And this program always sends some kids out there that we will see on TV next year on Saturdays.
We certainly will, as we have over the last many years. Not to mention the fact that for the 7 who it is, think about this. In Bay League action, they have never finished lower than second place.
Wow.
And 3 times they won it.
3 out of the 4 last year, that's right. So these kids wanted to prove something, and they certainly have so far. And now Ali Parvaz is at center court right now. He will be the master of ceremonies. And the underclassmen, along with the cheerleaders, are here tonight.
And an Olympian of yesteryear, Howard Robinson, a 2011 graduate, comes over, does a little work at the scoring table for him.
Not only that, but also a terrific baseball player for the Olympians.
Now he's over here with the parents of the seniors. He doesn't have a senior kid, does he?
I don't know.
I mean, he's only 19 himself.
Well, he's gotten a plaque right there. Maybe
Okay.
maybe he's being recognized for his work here on the team. I do believe all these people that are standing in front of us are being honored by Coach Ali Parvaz and assistant coach Terry Autry.
Well, then we should be in that line instead of here. We need to be up on that line with them.
That's right. Look at that, Dave. And some of them getting pictures and some of them getting bling. That's very nice. And so now they're being recognized.
And on a serious note, what they're doing, which is a great thing to do, is that they're recognizing many of the supporters of the program. Candy, of course, one of the first ones to be recognized for her work with the cheerleaders. You see the Sheriff's Department security, which is always here, and some of the other parents and supporters.
Right.
Of
Candy
basketball.
is also Mrs. Terry Autry, and a future Olympian. Little Jordan Autry is running around here somewhere bouncing a ball. And so now the seniors are about ready to be introduced. So 7 seniors on the squad. Actually, here come the cheerleaders. The senior cheerleaders are coming out now. And boy, just talking about the Olympians this year, the 2011, 2012 seniors, and Rufus, they just seem to be getting better. They haven't peaked yet. And getting some more alumni coming back here and saying hello.
And you know, for these senior cheerleading young ladies, I mean, they have as tough a job as some of these guys, and because Candy runs a tight ship.
And now here come the seniors. If they're in numerical order, unfortunately, is a jacket on. So number 10 is Eric Sims, a 6'1" junior. Donnell Drain, a 5'10", senior. Donnell Drain.
No.
And this is Eric Sims coming in now. Maybe we can get a microphone over to Ale Parvaz. We'll just have to listen to him, but that's Eric Sims, averaging 5.9 points a ball game, almost 3 rebounds a game, had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist over West in the 61-48 win. And Donnell Drain now coming out with his mom. Donnell, a 5'10" senior, 8.2 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, and 3 assists a game, leads and steals with almost 3 a game. And now Charles Chime. Charles Chime, a 6-foot senior, averaging 1.4 points a game. And now Kyrie Johns comes on, the 6'5" senior in the middle. Big presence in the middle. And a good defensive player coming on with his dad and mom.
Okay. As we see Kyrie Johns coming out with his mom and dad, who we've known. The first Olympian that came, senior Olympian that came out was Roderick West. We, of course, had him listed as a junior, but actually he's a senior.
Okay. So this is Victor Pham coming out. And Chris Winston, a 6'2" senior, averaging 2 points a game and 1.5 rebounds, coming out with one of his relatives, his mom coming out. And now Gerard Bonifacio, maybe number 44 on the list, but number 1 in the Spirit squad's heart.
Right.
And they only get one of these. Senior nights, you only get one.
Well, you should only get one.
You hope
I mean, you got 2 or 3, as I'm told.
Yeah, that's true.
All right.
Well, two and a half.
But one is what
one
you
didn't
get.
count.
And for these young guys, and the young ladies on the cheer squad, really, I mean, when you think about the journey that it is, and it's one huge step. There are many more in life, but this is always a very special one.
All right, that's senior night celebration. We'll be back in just a moment with our warm-up show on Channel 22 Sports, coming back to Lou House. Welcome back to Lou House. It is the final game of the Bay League season. The Leuzinger Olympians are 9-0, 1 game away from an undefeated season, and in their way is the Redondo Beach Seahawks. Good evening, everybody, along with Sebastian Spencer and Rufus Washington. The silver anniversary, Rufus Washington. I'm Lou Stowers with the terrific Channel 22 Sports crew. And Rufus, the Bay League champion, is right back where it belongs in Lou House.
Well, it certainly is, Lou. This is their 3rd title in the last 4 years. And tonight, what they're playing for, the title's wrapped up, but they have the opportunity to join the hallowed ranks of being undefeated. They're 9-0, and a victory tonight would give them their 2nd undefeated Bay League season in the last 3 years.
And Sebastian Spencer, senior night, a lot of seniors coming down the way. Is a special night for them.
Right. The Leuzinger Olympians have been in this place many of times. We've seen them in the past few years, but this is a different team. 7 seniors this year looking to get it done tonight, and also we got a lot of young guys looking forward to next year as well, but tonight is about these seniors who worked hard for this and getting ready to maybe be league champs. So let's see if they can do it.
All right, and the Redondo Seahawks, they are a terrific team, even though their record doesn't show it. They only have 2 wins in the Bay League season.
They absolutely do, Lou, and you're right. In my pregame analysis, what I discovered was in league play, they've lost 7 games by an average of less than 5 points, and in their 15 losses altogether, if you throw out 3 blowouts, on average, they're only losing by 5 points. So they're going to come in very, very good. And the other thing, I talked to their assistant coach, and he indicated their challenge is closing. They're competitive for 3 periods. It's that 4th period that causes them a problem.
And the Leuzinger Olympians, led by Eric Childress and Travion Anderson and Donnell Drain, they are really showing the doubters that they mean business.
Oh, they absolutely are. I mean, the two that you mentioned in particular, Eric Childress and Travion Anderson, obviously the stars of this team. Donnell Drain's a contributor. And don't forget the big guy in the middle, Kyrie Johns.
All right, tip-off, and the starting lineups are right around the corner coming up on Channel 22. Back here at Lou House. Congratulations to the seniors on senior night, and also for the basketball players and all of the spirit squad as well.
Absolutely. Again, as we talked about it earlier, a very, very special night for everybody here. And Redondo's brought a crowd of their own, as is usual.
They
Of course,
usually do, yeah.
Not a lot of love lost between these two programs.
Really? I like everybody over there. So now this.
Yeah, no, it's just going to be an interesting one. I mean, fans, they get ready. This will be a good game.
Well, this is a dangerous game for the Olympians because this is Redondo's playoff game. And you don't think Tom Meyer is going to have these kids fired up?
Well, he's going to have his guys fired up, and of course we know Ali Pavaz, and his guys know what's at stake as well. There's a lot of pride on this Leuzinger squad, and boy, they're going to give it their best shot as well. And in addition to that, man, they brought out two of the very best officials you could have, Lou, in terms of Steve Elliott, who's not just a top basketball official, a top soccer official, and Heath Jones, who's an NCAA Division I baseball official, in addition to being a great basketball official.
And now we'll stand for our national anthem. Thank you very much to Tiana Paluca. That is one of the toughest songs anybody will ever sing. Well, she nailed it.
She nailed it.
Yes, she did.
She rocked a little bit, but she got it down when it was all said and done.
Better than you and I could have done. All right, here come the starting lineups. We'll start off with the Redondo Seahawks at 2-7 in Bay League, 10-15 overall. Number 1, Jordan Ichiyama, a guard, a 5'5" senior himself. Looks like they couldn't get a uniform small enough to fit him. Followed by number 10, Brian Frew, a 6'3" senior. Number 22, Chris Anderson, a 6'2" junior forward. Followed by their Mr. Everything, number 23, Derek Bialy, a 6'1" junior. Finally, in the middle, it'll be number 25, a 6'4" senior forward, David Passmore. The Seahawks are coached by Tom Meyer in his 8th year, 135-93. J.R. Martinez is one of the assistant coaches for the Seahawks, who are 4-5 on the road, won their last game, and snapped a 5-game losing streak, and that was 47-32 over Palos Verdes. Now, the number 4 and 2A in CIF, the Leuzinger Olympians, 9-0 in the Bay League. The league champs 3 out of the 4 years, last 4 years, 20-5, won 5 in a row, 5 at home. Start off with number 5, starting the seniors, is Roderick West. Number 12, Donnell Drain, another senior, 5'10", averaging 8.2 a game. And now, here comes Kyrie Johns, the man in the middle, a 6'5" senior, has 21 blocks on the season. That's why he's out there.
Kyrie, one of the regular starters on this team.
And number 25, actually number 24, Chris Winston, a 6'2" senior, averaging 2 points and a rebound and a half per ball game, and a nice kid. And number 10, a 6'1" senior guard, averaging 6 points a ball game and 2 assists, Eric Sims. And there's your starting 5 on senior night here at Lou House. The head coach of the Olympians is Ali Parvaz in his second year, 37-15. And Terry Autry, Charlie Schreiner are the coaches, the assistant coaches. Marlon Mendez is the athletic director. And the last win for these Olympians was against the second place team in the Bay League, West, 61-48, and held the Warriors to just 6 points in the second quarter, Rufus.
Absolutely, and that's the kind of defense Leuzinger is known for. The referee for tonight's contest, Steve Elliott, with the ball. He walks in to prepare for the jump.
And it will be Brian Few against Kyrie Johns, and the tip goes to Chris Winston, and we're underway at Lou House. Thank you very much for joining us on Channel 22 Sports. Ball is almost turned over. Winston picks it up for Drain, who is running the point. Derek Childress, the reason he didn't start, he's just a baby, just a junior. I'm sure he will be in, getting his time. Nice stutter step by Winston to get rid of his defender, and gets the first bucket of the ball game. So now the Seahawks will be on the move. A full court press being put on by the Olympians. Ichiyama, I should say, brings it across the line. Now over to Bayale, who drives the baseline and was pushed by Kyrie Jones.
Well, it looks like, fortunately for Kyrie, they're going to give that foul, I believe, to Chris Winston, number 24. Because Leuzinger certainly doesn't want to get Kyrie Johns in early foul trouble.
That's right, and a nice play by Eric Sims to bat away the inbound pass, and it will be a Redondo ball. 3 seconds go off of the shot clock, so 32 seconds left there, and we're just underway in the first quarter. So inbounding it will be Brian Few. Gets it out front to Derek Bialy. Ichiyama.
As you mentioned, Bialy, their main guy, and of course Ichiyama is their ball handler. So we'll be looking a lot at number 23 along with number 1.
And Derek Bialy, puts the Seahawks in the lead, 3-2 with his first three-pointer. He had 16 points and 7 steals against PV. In their first win in a long time. Second Bay League win, and a nice save and a bad pass by Roderick West, doing the tightrope walk. And that one is no good. Rebound is off to Bialy, and he'll bring it up himself. Pressured by Sims.
And so one of the real questions becomes, Lou, on a night like senior night, and that is, how long do you go with a lineup that's not your usual lineup? And I'm thinking for Coach Pavaz, as long as it's a 1-2 point game, he'll let these guys have as much time as possible. But I can guarantee you, at the first hint of trouble, he'll bring in the likes of Eric Childress and Travion Anderson.
David Passmore at the line to shoot 2, and this is the first one. There's Ali Pavaz in his second year. He's been A whirlwind 2 years for young Mr. Provaz. Second one by Passmore is down the middle.
In 2 years, as I've mentioned in prior broadcasts, Lou, that he's handled remarkably well given the very, very difficult circumstances in which he inherited this program.
Running jump shot by Roderick West, no good, but he gets his own rebound. And they set again, Sims with a long shot, no. West with another offensive rebound. And the Olympians need to just try to break this zone defense. A rebound put up and in by Kyrie Johns. That ties up the game at 4. Long pass, and Sims trying to go for it against Henderson. It'll go out of bounds, and that was good football defense by Sims.
And that basket by Kyrie Johns, as we see on the replay here, just a ball that sailed over everybody's head. We're going to get a block call here.
Probably on Passmore. Don't get number 22, Chris Henderson. First personal, first team foul, and it'll be out of bounds to the Olympians. New 35 for them. Roderick West rolls it around to Sims, dumps down to Kyrie Johns. Hook shot, nice bank shot by Kyrie Johns.
A la Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
That was beautiful against David Passmore. Where's that shot been?
I know.
Has he been saving it? Ichiyama goes in deep, pass is tipped away, but gets it back. Bialy.
They got plenty of time on the shot clock, Lou, 15 seconds, so opportunity to reset their offense.
Henderson almost lost it, and now gets it back. Bialy.
Wow, they're close to traveling as well.
And loses the ball. Picked up by Drain. Drain wants to go coast to coast, but good defense by Ichiyama to get back. Roderick West with it, the little spark plug. Gets it over now to Winston. Back to West. Raises for 3, looks good, just a little bit long. Up high, the rebound is tipped and taken by number 22, Henderson.
Great effort by Chris Winston to try to get to that pass.
4:29 left to go in the first quarter. A 6-4 lead by the Olympians. Now Passmore, the big man, trying to get it down. And now Passmore from the elbow. Won't go down. Rebound tipped around and taken by Bialy. Out of bounds, it'll be Olympian ball.
And that dead ball would give two regulars an opportunity to come in. So a couple of the seniors got some very good time. Going out is Roderick West and Chris Winston. And of course, coming in, number 1, Eric Childress, and number 33, Travion Anderson.
The two guys that make this wheel turn, the bottom 2 rings in the Olympian logo. Anderson with the shot, won't go down. Ichiyama with it, and Childress right away makes his presence known. There he is, Eric Childress, 6-foot junior, 18.1 points a game, 5.8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.8 steals, and has 71 3-point shots. Those all lead the team, and now Donnell Drain steals the inbound pass, misses a shot, gets his own rebound, can't get it to go in. Now we have a loose ball foul that probably will go on Sims, and if it is, that's his second.
And it is on Sims.
So 2 offensive rebounds for Donnell Drain. Also coming in the ball game now, Michael McMillian. He comes in for Eric Sims with 2 fouls in the first quarter. 3:45 left in the first quarter, and Travion Anderson a little bit too close for comfort on Ichiyama. So Trey's first foul, and now all of a sudden that's the 4th team foul.
Oh, and they're exactly right. They're adding up real quick in this.
So Redondo showing a lot of patience, only 2 points down. And the Olympians a little nervous. But you know that this Tom Meyer team is going to come in very well coached and very ready to take on this Olympian juggernaut. Steal by Anderson, layup by Anderson. 4 turnovers, though, for the Redondo Seahawks. Ichiyama with it. Breaks the full court pressure by Trey.
Ichiyama, excellent little ball handler. Pressure doesn't seem to bother him, at least at this point.
Loose ball picked up by Bialy on good defense. by Drain. Ichiyama goes down the lane, passes it off. Look out, the ball is loose, picked up by Bialy.
May have gotten away with a kick ball for the Olympians.
Shot is missed, but Passmore gets 2 offensive rebounds, can't get it to go down, and McMillian with it, and back comes the Olympians. Childress, bounce pass, nice one to Drain, and that's a charge on Donnell. His first personal, 15th foul, and in the lane, Chris Henderson.
And still on the replay here, easy call for the official. Drain initiating all of the contact against the stationary defender.
Full court pressure, Drain applied on Bialy. Ichiyama gets it back too, and now a steal by Anderson. Over to Kyrie Johns, look out below.
And wow. And that one's going to go against Kyrie Johns. Very emphatic call by the official, Heath Jones. As we see on the replay here, that one was real easy.
Yeah.
Unless he was going to jump over him like we've seen like we saw LeBron do a couple days ago. If it left the official with no choice except to call that one against Kyrie Johns.
Kyrie, that's the 16th foul, and we're still 2 minutes left, 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter.
So we're going to get a chance to see how good a free throw shooting team this Redondo Beach team is.
Dante Welch in the ball game. And also in the ball game, Davion Goodall for the Seahawks. Henderson goes against Childress, and a tip ball stolen away by Donnell Drain. Pushing the ball up and dribbles it out of bounds. That's going to be Seahawk ball, and a good bit of defense by Goodall.
Olympians with 3 early steals here. Let's see. Wow. Looks like that one did go off the foot. If we can see that one more time. The official, Heath Jones, doesn't get many wrong, but I got to tell you, looks like that one may have gone off the ankle of the Redondo Union player.
Timeout on the floor, and it has been 8-4 for quite a while. So the first timeout charged to Redondo. And what are you going to tell? Well, here comes the replay, Rufus.
Okay.
On a different angle.
Yeah. Can't see
Couldn't
it
see
from
it that
that
time.
angle.
If we had the original angle, we could see it go off of the foot of Goodall. There's Tom Meyer in the blue sports coat, the gray slacks.
Okay.
There we go.
Yep.
Yep. That went off of the foot. So sleight of foot
Right.
by Goodall. So they'll get away with this one. And bringing the ball in will be Brian Few and Heath Jones.
Okay.
Waiting to see, maybe waiting for the baby stroller to come across. And
Now we
Ali
got
Provaz.
a technical foul, which we're not quite sure what was the nature of that. We're gonna have to get an explanation from one of the officials.
So Bialy makes the second one.
Looks like that may have been administrative technical, Lou. We're seeing number 23 come in. That's what, okay, got you. Just as I thought, Lou, that was an administrative technical against the Olympians. They did not have number 23 entered into the official scorebook.
Ah, okay, all right.
I had to make that same call a couple of nights ago in a game that I was officiating.
E23, or he might have been under his old number, number 2, but right now we have a scrum in between the circles, and it's a jump ball, arrow facing towards the Seahawks. And there you see the good game as these Seahawks are game tonight. They're down by 3. How about the JV team going over to Redondo, winning 73-65. So congrats to the Olympian JVs. Bialy over Childress. It's an air ball. Rebound taken by Welch, and back come the Olympians. And Bialy with it on the 2-on-1 break. Layup, no. Rebound is off to McMillan. Good defense by the Olympians to get back. Here comes Welch with the layup. You're not going to outrun the Olympians, Rufus.
No, and Deontay Welch leaking out on the receiving end of that length of the floor pass.
And dare say that the Olympians are starting to wake up. Here's another steal. And Travion Anderson with the easy layup. 4 points for Trey.
And that's about 5 steals already for the Olympians here in the first quarter.
Well, I have turnovers for the Redondo Seahawks unofficially at 7. Now Henderson gets out of a beehive. And now with a wild layup is Michael Howell. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Olympian ball.
And Howell was out of bounds and came back in, was the first player to touch the ball, and therefore the turnover, that's another turnover you can mark down for them, goes to the Olympians.
Also earlier in the ball game, the girls gave it their all, but came up short, 71-47 to the Seahawks just before this game. And they are showing a lot of improvement as well.
Exactly, and I will tell you this, in talking with the official, Heath Jones, he said he had them early on, and they are a completely different team than they were in the early part of the season, and that's coming from an official who's on the floor with the players. I think a great compliment to the Leuzinger girls basketball coaching staff.
Big rainbow three by Eric Childress for his first three-point shot with no time on the clock to bury it. 15-5, a 10-point lead going into the second quarter, Rufus. And Childress puts the exclamation point on this first quarter.
He certainly does, and the action started getting so fast and woolly. In my running score, I lost track of it, but somewhere along the way, the Olympians, to end that quarter, outscored them 7-1.
All right, and leading scorer for the Redondo Seahawks, Derek Bialy with a three-point shot.
Wow. And
that's it.
And you get a bit of a clock on that shot. Childress, as you said, with the three-pointer, got to see who we gave that technical free throw to.
Bialy took the free throws,
okay.
So he has 4 points. He's the leading scorer for, well, the only other guy who made a free throw is David Passmore. So good defense by the Olympians. Actually, Redondo just couldn't find the middle of the ring.
Could not find it, but Leuzinger certainly did. And so, at the end of 1, they lead by a score of 15-5.
Second quarter underway. Childress drives the baseline, passes it back out. Retrieved. Anderson. Now a three-point shot by McMillian off the glass. Here we go. The Olympians starting to rev up their motor and have a 13-point lead over these outmanned Redondo Seahawks. A lot of these kids have been out there all game already. Steal again by Trey Anderson on the baseline pass. That's 10 turnovers for the Seahawks. Anderson dishes off. Welch for 3. No. Rebound, volleyball around. McMillian saves it to Anderson.
Sam says, I'm going to get in on some of this, baby.
Man, that's Gerard Bonifacio.
Oh, Bonifacio.
You go, boy. 21-5. He's a senior. He's got to get his share out there. Bialy with the shot. That will go down. Rebound tipped around, taken by Eric Childress. Childress, the leading rebounder on this team with almost 6 a game. They don't leave many rebounds. That's why he only has 6 a game. Bonifacio again. A little bit long. Rebound. Childress way up high to get that offensive rebound. Whew, he looked like a greyhound going up after the rabbit at the track.
And thus far, a very interesting score to basket for number 23, Deontay Welch.
On a pass assist from Eric Childress, and the full court pressure almost works as that really bleeds the shot clock. Passed out front to Howell. Michael Howell, just a junior. Now we have a double dribble. That defense caused the turnover, Rufus. And Howell just looks up in frustration saying, my goodness, what do we got to do against this white tornado?
Right, and Coach Meyer going into his bench now. He's looking for answers from anywhere he can find and brings in a couple of guys, number 44 and number 24.
Sebastian Linder and Eddie Choi, respectively. Bonifacio from way downtown, from Hawthorne Boulevard. Gerard, what did you have have for pregame meal.
And Bonifacio, a senior in our record, so he didn't get the opportunity to start, to be one of the starting seniors. But I tell you what, he's come in and made the most of his opportunity here in the second quarter.
Tom Meyer says, gee, I wish we had him. Now another turnover and good defense by Welch on the other side, poked it, and Sebastian Linder chased it out of bounds. So another turnover, there we see it.
There you go. Of course, when the big man went down for it, Linder, he landed out of bounds. Therefore, the ball goes over to the Olympians.
And don't forget, Omar Karame is on this Redondo team, the transfer from Hawthorne. Down underneath, Eric Childress brings it back out. And the defense just can't keep up. Bonifacio again! 9 points in the quarter, Rufus. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
4 threes here in the quarter.
The secret weapon. They held him all season, Lou, to the night. That's why Redondo has nothing for him, because they didn't have a chance to scout him.
Rebound by Welch. Nobody knows this kid, not even us. And Childress. Oh, what a beautiful runner.
Nice little teardrop shot by Childress. He's got 5.
He's got some work to do.
Bonifacio got 9. Who'd have thunk it?
Bialy gets a foul and 1 for Bialy.
No, we're going the other. Let me see.
No,
who's
it
this
should be
call
on Bonifacio.
Okay.
Yep. It's Gerard's first personal. There it is. And a beautiful left-handed lay-in by Derek. So he has 6 points, looking for the and 1. 31-5 is our score. 31-5.
Right.
We're on. Man, I'm going to have to really get the calculator out for this one. 21, 23.
16-7, a 23-1 run since about 6 minutes left. No, 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Up to
155. There was the free throw, the technical free throw.
Okay.
And that was it. Man. Kyrie Johns almost gets the ball swiped.
Whoa, that's a trap.
Yep. Trey Anderson's walking out to get a hot dog.
That's right. Need a suitcase to go with it, though. You're going on a trip like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to pack a lot of luggage for that kind of trip.
Bialy. Now in the corner, a three-point shot is short by Frew. Long by Bialy. He's dialing in. He has 9 points. And a three-point shot again by Bonifacio.
Was it? Oh, man, I missed that one.
12
I'm going to have to
quarter.
beg for that on replay, because I had my head down looking, and now we got a 3 going the other way by Bialy.
And he has 12. And it's 34-11. The rebound is off to Frew, and we're coming back the other way. So Redondo surviving that huge 23-1 run. And now Bialy all of a sudden has gotten hot with 14 points in the ball game. I have him down for 14. Somebody's score is wrong. It's probably me.
Okay. They got him for 4.
Or did the basket not count?
The basket may not have counted. We'll certainly check that at the half.
Bialy doesn't make the shot, but the rebound by Frew. No, rebound is off and taken by Frew again. Actually, yeah, that was Henderson. And the rebound is off. Taken by Sims back in the ball game.
Whoa, ho, ho. Boy, Childress thought about it from about 28 feet away.
It's from your chair.
Right.
Sims says, thank you, I'll take this. His first bucket of the game, 37 to either 11 or 13. Well, it's 13, so they did correct the score then.
And it's raining threes for the Olympians right now. I told you they were going to come out jacked up. They want to close this Bay League season out undefeated.
Well, right now, tipped away by Childress. He wanted to get the easy, maybe the dunk. And now Choi with the runner. That's hard off the glass. Rebound goes to Kyrie Johns. Back come the Olympians with 1:53 left in the half. Sims to Anderson. Now Childress wide open. Rainbow Little long. Choi with the rebound. Now Bialy with it, who has 10 out of his 14 points here in the second quarter. Winding down to a minute and a half left in the first half. Ball tipped and stolen. Now Anderson with it. Anderson, reverse layup, but he'll go to the line for two after the foul by Henderson.
Play. I'm gonna make a statement now, Lou, because I'm
Are you gonna make a prediction or a statement?
A statement.
Okay.
Chris Henderson, number 22, right now is getting a little. His emotions are getting the better of him, and there's some little things that he's doing to instigate the other players. Got to keep an eye on him because it's that sort of thing. It's frustration born of being down by a score of 38-13 as Travion Anderson makes the front end of a two-shot situation.
And Henderson stays in the ballgame. Anderson makes the first one, a 68% foul shooter in the ballgame. Lots of new people for Meyer. And Anderson makes both free throws. It's 39-13. Justin Delgado in the ballgame, the quarterback. So in the ballgame, number 21, John Albee, who just inbounded the pass. Passmore is back in the ballgame for the Seahawks. So they have Bialy, Albee, Henderson, Choi with the ball, and Passmore. Choi, trying to go baseline, was cut off by Delgado, a terrific defender for the Olympians. Passmore, out of his range, now gets it to Bialy. Great defense by Childress, throws it away, and out of bounds it will be Olympian ball. Chris Winston letting that one go away. That's 14 by my count on the turnover side. There's Derek Bialy, just a junior for this team.
Well, that's a good thing for them. That means next year certainly can't be any worse than this year.
Roderick West misses, but the rebound is off, and it's taken by Henderson. And he's being bugged by Childress. Gets it back from Bialy. So it's interesting you said that about Henderson. We'll keep an eye on him as he dribbles against Justin Delgado. And Bialy misses, but Passmore with the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Redondo ball. Eric Childress, what can you say about him?
Well, hey, all Bay League, all South Bay, all Leuzinger, you name it. There's an all that goes in front of it.
Just another one in the long line of this terrific pedigree that is Leuzinger High School. 10 seconds left to go in the half, and the shot clock is dark. So now Bialy trying to go through Childress, but he is rock solid. Going for the shot at the buzzer, won't go down for Bialy. And the halftime score, believe it or not, 39-13.
Which means Leuzinger outscored them 24-8 there in the second quarter. Huge quarter for the Leuzinger Olympians. They are halfway home to an undefeated Bay League season. And as we said before, their third championship in the last 4 years. And the 1 year they didn't win it, they finished in second place.
So a 23-1 run by the Olympians just swamped these Seahawks. And leading the way for Leuzinger, who would you think on senior night would be leading the way?
Well, who'd have thunk it'd have been Gerard Bonifacio? But right now, that's who it is without question. He's got, what, 12 points? I've got him down for 4 threes.
Yep.
And they all have come courtesy of three-pointers.
That's it. And 14 points for Derek Bialy as well on the other side for the Seahawks. Halftime's coming up, and we will take a timeout and give you the stats and the third quarter of this terrific Bay League ball game with the Olympians way on top of the Seahawks.
Hi, I'm Donnell Beverly from the University of Connecticut. home of the 2011 National Championship Yukon Huskies basketball team, and your Leuzinger Olympians.
Beverly goes straight down the middle, lays it up and in.
It wasn't too long ago that I was playing basketball right here.
It's going to get there. We're going to win one.
And the Huskies are the top dog in 2011.
Winning the NCAA championship has always been a goal of mine, but so is getting a great education that will last me a lifetime. You can achieve your goals too. All you have to do is work hard and dream hard, and you can do anything you put your mind to.
(39-13) is our halftime score, and Lou House is a rockin', and you can come and knockin' and join us. And the only thing for the Seahawks to say, Derek Bialy with 12 of the 13 points for Redondo. Let's go to Sebastian.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. The Olympians holding Redondo to only 13 points in that first half. They only scored 15 in the first quarter. In the first 3 minutes of the second quarter, 14 points by the Olympians. One off the total of the first quarter amount of points, but 12 of those belong to one special guy. His name is Gerard Bonifacio. 4 3-pointers in that second quarter. Just got hot from the line, and he just couldn't stop, as you guys saw. But as for the second half, Coach Ali Parvaz wants them to stop getting too many fouls, too many offensive rebounds for the Redondo team. He wants them to play harder in that second half. He told them it's the 27th game of the year. You've been shooting all year. I'm not going to tell you to stop now. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Sebastian. And Bonifacio is the leading scorer for these Olympians at 12 points. Travion Anderson with 6, and 2 for Chris Winston, 4 for Dante Welch. Kyrie Johns with that hook shot has 4 points. 3 points for Michael McMillian, 3 for Eric Sims, and Eric Childress with 5 points.
Exactly. Great quarter for them. Wanted to check with Juice Deason going by station. Juice, one of the all-time, Demetrius Juice Deason, one of the all-time great Leuzinger defenders.
Absolutely. And one of the best smiles on this alumni squad as well. I don't think I've ever seen him without a smile. He probably sleeps smiling.
Between him and the former bus driver, whose name will come to me in a second. Those two guys did a lot of smiling.
That's right. That's right. We're underway here at Lou House. Ichiyama in the ball game. Back in the ball game.
Battle of the little big men. You got.
And a travel called on Ichiyama. That's
drove that back foot.
Number 15, and yeah, Roderick West and Ichiyama, a nice battle. West to Sims, and a 2-3 zone, flex zone being shown by Redondo. So let's see if the Olympians can stay in this ball game, interested in this ball game. I guess so. Donnell says, I don't have a shot yet in the basket. 41-13. Donnell Drain with a 3-point shot. He averages 8.2 a ball game. Ichiyama brings it across. So how do you keep the up? I guess, Donnell, I was going to ask you, how do you keep these Olympians interested in the third quarter, Rufus?
Well, you know, and you're right, you got to keep them focused. I think they're interested, but what will happen is they'll tend to lose their focus, and you'll tell because you'll get guys starting to go for dunks and all that type of stuff and showboating. And playoffs are only a week away. And this is a good test. This is a good showing for them. Not much of a test, but a good showing thus far for the Olympians as they prepare for playoffs.
Rebound is off, taken by Bialy, who missed that shot. Now will take the three-pointer. No. Rebound up high. Chris Winston back in the ball game for Ali Provaz to start the third quarter. Skipped across to West. Gets Bialy up in that popcorn machine, but didn't take the shot.
It'd be nice to get Kyrie Johns involved a little bit in the offense here.
Three-point shot is missed by Sims, but the rebound is taken by Ichiyama with his second rebound of the night. Bialy around the screen, gets it back over. Now underneath to Passmore. Now he gets Johns up, but no foul call. The rebound is off to Winston again.
Just to the sides to let him play a little bit.
Alley-oop.
Wow.
And that one is taken away. A turnover, rare one tonight by the Olympians. Bialy with the shot. That one not a good one. And the rebound goes off to Sims.
And that's some of the sloppy stuff that I was talking about, Lou. when you start trying things like alley-oops and stuff like that.
West for the three, no. And he had an offensive rebound. Passmore with the rebound there. Bialy spins, gets away from two defenders, and gets the sweet roll off the glass. And he has 14 points.
Nice move by Bialy. You got to give credit where credit is due. That was a beautiful basketball move.
Sure was. Sims from the free throw line missed. Just barely got the iron. Johns with a nice little turnaround, but now the ball goes out of bounds towards Old Ironsides.
And it goes
Tom,
out the
could you
door
get
as
that?
well.
Tom Strickfed, get the ball. Oh, okay. It's already taken care of. You see Tom Meyer, the longtime coach for the Redondo Seahawks.
Sometimes all you can do is, when you got a rickety old wagon, you just got to ride it to the end. Yeah.
Eric Childress misses, and up high is Brian Frew. That's his third rebound of the night. Ichiyama, and the switch off to Eric Childress on defense.
And you're right, Myers had a great deal of success here. A couple of years ago, they played for a sectional title, have made playoff runs. As you mentioned, this is 8th year. This is one of the few years where it hasn't been their year, but as you mentioned, they only got five returning players on this year, which means out of a squad of 12, 13 players, you got 8 guys who are going to be back next year.
Did you see Bialy tried to sell that as a shooting shot? Shot by Frew does not go down, but Ichiyama gets the long rebound, and a long shot from straight away is missed by Frew, and the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Redondo ball with 33 seconds left on their shot clock.
And I got to give Sebastian his credit as well. He said that one of the things that Coach Pavaz was concerned with was the number of offensive rebounds that Redondo was getting, and he wanted to see his team take some of those away. And you're right, right now here in the third quarter, with 3 minutes gone by, you know, they've controlled the board. It hasn't meant much in terms of putting points on the board, but again, Leuzinger's got to get back focused in this game.
So the possession arrow faces the Olympians on this one, so turn it over to the Olympians. Nice pass underneath. Donnell Drain's shot was blocked. Tyree Johns going up, and now this is going to be another jump ball, and possession arrow faces to Redondo. Coming into the ball game to get some size is Sebastian Linder, a 6'7" junior.
And going out for them is number 10, Brian Frew, the 6'3" senior.
Tyree Johns will take a seat. And coming in is number 15, Charles Cheam. Ball is tipped away and stolen. Eric Childress ends up with it, and back they come. Childress with it, had it knocked away. No look pass to the corner to Cheam, and but the rebound is up and in by Chris Winston. Two guys who don't get a lot of playing time, but they are contributing, Rufus.
Just shows you the depth of this Leuzinger team, Lou, when you can go that far in the bench and get contributions from your bench.
Ichiyama and one. Nice play by Jordan, the senior. And Charles Chime with the foul. Second team foul, first personal. First 2 points of the game for Jordan. Trying for the and one. Let's see if this young man has a backboard pinned up on top of the garage.
Nope.
Rebound is off, being tipped around, taken by Henderson. 3-point shot by Bialy is off the mark, but another offensive rebound. This one's by Passmore. Takes the shot, no. Rebound is off. Henderson has his second on this possession. Circled around to Bialy, misses that one, and Winston comes down with his third rebound of the game and gives it off to Childress with 3:34 left to go in the third quarter. 43-17. Leuzinger in control of this one. Trying to go undefeated in the Bay League. Ichiyama steals it away. Bialy with it, being harassed. Now gets it off to Ichiyama, and
Ichiyama had it. He very quickly gave it up to Bialy.
he's got 99% of the points. Now Ichiyama with the three. That will go down, and Childress, the leading rebounder of this squad, has it. Baseball pass down to Chime. And now Anderson, no-look pass out to Drain, over to Childress. Childress goes into Linder, now comes back and skips it across to Anderson. Goes baseline, past Bialy, can't get it to go down. Rebound is off, Linder with it. And now, here comes Bialy. Has it tipped away and stolen. Stolen by the Olympians. Donnell Drain had it tipped away by Ichiyama. And it goes out of bounds to Leuzinger.
Good clean basketball all the way around on that one, Lou.
Watch Ichiyama come in and make the nice play. No foul was called. Winston has it underneath the basket. Now Drain with it. Anderson for 3. Trey with 9 points. 46-17. Ichiyama brings it across. Tom Meyer telling his big man underneath what to do. Trying to get Bialy loose, but Ichiyama goes in against Childress. Now gets it to Linder, and Donnell Drain is on Bialy like Velcro. Finally gets it to Bialy. Now swung over to Henderson. With 4 seconds left on the shot clock, Henderson's going to have to jack up a 3. No, rebound is off, taken by Passmore, and 1 for David Passmore. Eric Childress went way up high, got stuck in that popcorn. Went pop up in the air.
Yeah. Fortunately, you can see that he wasn't injured on the play. That's what's key.
So Passmore with his 3rd point of the game, looking for number 4. And Redondo looking to get to that 20-point plateau. Michael Howell back in the ball game for Redondo. And Passmore misses. Teammate misses or gets the rebound. In the ball game, Chris Winston also for the Olympians. Roderick West back in for Leuzinger. He's handling the ball. Also Victor Pham in the ball game for the Olympians. So the senior getting some playing time here. Good minutes for these players. And why not with this huge lead, and the ball is turned over by Leuzinger. There you see Charles in charge.
And Coach Provaz being very, very generous with his bench tonight. And of course, he can afford to be when you're nursing a 27-point lead.
Bialy from way downtown.
Well, Bialy says, hey, I tell you what, why don't you make it 24?
With
Nurse
17
that.
points.
Yeah.
Bialy hit that one from Rosecrans. And this is a good opportunity for these players that don't get a chance to come off the bench, but also it's a smart move by Coach Parvaz to give the starters rest with the playoffs coming up. Rebound by Frew. 4th of the night for him, and the full court pressure. Timeout taken by Tom Meyer and the Redondo Seahawks, as they may have been caught back court. 29 seconds left to go on the shot clock, 42 on the game clock, and a huge lead for the Olympians. Tom Meyer is in the huddle, Rufus. What are you telling your guys?
Well, he's telling them, first of all, to keep their head up. You know, you're never out of it until there's no time left on the clock. Realistically speaking, though, they've got a huge mountain to climb, but we know it can be done because we saw these losing Olympians at home a couple of weeks ago against Miracosta come from 18 points down in the second half.
Yeah, that was an incredible game. But senior night, forgot to give our props to Coach G, who is doing the in-house announcing tonight. At Lou House. Howard Robinson, our official scorer. Had a good laugh at one of our play-by-play announcers doing the shuffle a la LMFAO. Shot is missed by Howell. Rebound is controlled by the Olympians, and that was Winston with his 4th rebound of the night.
So this is the 3rd quarter, Lou, in which the Olympians only scored 7 points thus far.
But a lot of quality minutes for guys like Victor Pham and Justin Delgado, who may go the rest of the way. Trey Anderson, the only starter out there now. Chris Winston is the man in the middle. Roderick West running the points. Shot clock is dark, and that pass goes out of bounds with 2.6 seconds left to go. Are we going to be able to keep you awake? How are we going to keep you interested, Mr. Silver Anniversary?
Let's see what happens. That shot's good if it goes. Doesn't go for Bialy. Brings down his shooting average a little bit. But at the end of 3, Leuzinger still dominated by a score of 46-22, a quarter in which they allowed the Redondo Seahawks to score 14, and conversely, they only scored 7 themselves. That's one of the lowest offensive outputs that we've seen all season.
You sure that's 14?
Oh, you're right. No. I'm doing something here. That's
okay.
9.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
And you do numbers for the government?
Thank you, sir.
I am
I
scared.
do budget for the government. That's how you make it all work out, brother.
And how many trillions are we in the hole?
You know, you move a 0 here, 0 there, switch things around, it all comes out even.
Yeah, you know what? Now it's becoming real clear.
It's called balancing.
Yeah, balance this. Here we go with the 4th quarter. We're underway. Lou Stowers and the accountants. 46-22. And down with the ball is Winston. Delgado says, I'll take that shot. Gio got the nice kiss off the glass. Justin with his first bucket of the game, averaging 2 points. He's already ahead of the game. He's playing with house money now. Howell with the left-handed layup. No, but it'll be a 2-shot foul at the line for Michael. I was wondering if the whistle was going to blow.
The guy closest to it was,
Did they call Roderick?
I think they called Winston on that one.
At any rate, it's the 4th team foul. Can we see the replay? Do we got a replay on that? Michael Howell goes to the line to shoot 2. Makes the first one. Michael with his first point of the game. Okay, here comes the second one. Bounces around, and the rebound goes to Travion Anderson. First rebound of the game for Trey. No look to Delgado. He wants another 3. He's hungry. Rebound is off.
He was close, bro. He drew the front end, the front part of the iron, boy, just about 2 inches off.
Bialy out there being harassed by Chris Winston. His double team now gets it out to Howell. He'll take the left-handed 3. That's way off the mark. And the ball is chased down by Albee. Ball's out of bounds. Good defense there by Victor Pham, number 25. Tyree Johns comes back in, and here comes, for the first time, Avery Pike in the ball game, in for Chris Winston.
Wow. And you're starting to see, Lou, some of the depth of this Leuzinger team. We saw Pike a couple of weeks ago. He had a real good game against Miracosta.
He had a good game. He had 2 rebounds against West. Nice tightrope back there by Howell.
Well, he tight-roped it with about 3 steps instead of the allowed 2.
Okay, as Bialy, no. Rebound is tipped by Johns, but it's taken down by Albee.
No moving basketball, another travel, I thought, but they let him get away with it. So
Howell with his first bucket of the game. So it's 49-25. 3-point shot taken by West, and the rebound is going to be a foul on Kyrie Johns going over the top.
Yeah.
His second personal, 5th team foul. So still these Olympians are committing too many fouls. As Trey Anderson. Well, actually, it's 4th quarter, 5th team foul, so that's about right.
Yep.
Trey Anderson sits down. His night might be done as Eric Sims takes over for him. So this might be it, you think, for the Olympians?
Well, it's going to depend on what these guys do. I tell you what, if it gets to be a game again, and now you're going to have a foul on Passmore coming over the top as well. So
One returns the other's favor.
There we go. We'll inbound it and go the other way.
First personal, first team foul for the Seahawks, who are getting plucked 49 to 25. Roderick West running the point, gets it to Delgado. Now to Sims. Kyrie Johns looking like a point guard. Now gets it to Delgado for three. He has 6 points, Rufus, for Justin Delgado. 52 to 25.
Now threes like that will keep Travion Anderson and Eric Childress and a couple other guys on the bench.
Justin Delgado tips it, stolen away by Johns. And here comes Delgado with the layup. Justin with 8 points. And he ran it right up the middle, followed his pulling guard. Bialy from the free throw line. Rims out. Johns with the rebound. Here comes Delgado. No.
Well, Delgado lucky to get that one to go, because that's one of those type things that'll get you on the bench. Now they just did a...
I was going to say, no, Justin, don't try to dunk it. Here we go. Look out below. Sims with his 5th point of the game. Here comes Howell with the drive. He almost loses it again. Grab it, Rufus.
Now, I'm not getting... You want me to get in front of Pike?
No.
I thought you were my friend.
Avery, yep, he could be a pulling guard. Avery listed at 195 at 5'11".
Well, the 5'11" is right. The 195 is off a couple of pounds.
I'm trying to be nice on senior night, even though he is still a junior. Just to say he loves life. Ichiyama. Looks like he carried the ball over, but it's going to be a foul on...
Looks like that's going to go on the drain. It's going to be my guess.
Donnell back in the ball game. So now the Olympians are out of fouls. Albee is going to bring it in for the Seahawks to Frew. In and out. Johns with good position grabs another rebound. That's his 4th tonight. Drain now. 3-point shot by Pike. Rebound goes right to Ichiyama. He has 4 rebounds. Left-handed, wild shot. Rebound taken and not put up and in. This is by number 55. Is that Omar Karame, maybe?
Yep. I believe it is.
Avery Pike goes the baseline, kicks it back out to Drain. Short. Karame with another rebound. He was supposed to be part of the Hawthorne future, but now he's part of Redondo's future. Rebound is off to Pike.
Wow, nice lob pass that time. More conventional lob for Kyrie Johns. His 6th point of the ball game.
And 60 for the Olympians. Ichiyama with it. Now to Albee, looking for his first points of the game. No. Karame coming in with fresh legs, but Sims beats him to the rebound. That's 3 for Eric from way downtown.
Can't get it to go, and it's time to start putting our heads together, Lou, on this, on the POG and the TOH.
Well, I think I know who my POG is going to be.
I'm sure you got a couple of guys in mind. I'm here. I think I know minimally who the TOH is going to be.
Okay.
Nice, there you see, nice lob pass to Kyrie Johns. Just goes up and just puts the baby to bed.
That's it.
Didn't try to do anything unusual.
Wouldn't a hat look good on him?
Nice.
Ichiyama with the left-handed layup. Jordan now with 5 points. That breaks a huge run, an 11-0 run. Bonifacio trying to get back to his heat. But Donnell Drain,
Left him on the bench too long. He got cold.
there you go. 5 for Donnell. Also with the offensive rebound. Ichiyama against Donnell. Trying to go through 4 Olympians. And on the ground is Jordan. Donnell Drain with the foul.
Yeah, Lawndale with the hold on the play. Grabbed him by the arm. Nothing untoward, as we would say.
It's either a 2-shot foul or the 1-and-1.
Should be 2 shots on that one.
5 points for Jordan. This is the first one, and it is the shooting foul. Coming in the ball game, Victor Pham and Charles Chima. And Avery Pike, Donnell Drain out of the ball game. Should be 28 points for Redondo. Nope, that's right, 27 because he missed it. But the rebound was put up and in. So now it's 29. Didn't see who scored that. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a Redondo ball. Did somebody catch that? Is that Ichiyama who scored the ball?
I think it was,
Number
yeah,
5?
it was either Ichiyama or Michael Howell. I know that doesn't help a lot, but that's as close as I can get.
Let's give it to Howell. Ichiyama with it. Goes again with the layup and blocked away by Dante Welsh. Here comes Winston with the left-handed layup. Quick finish on the steal and finish by the Olympians. They are just dead on with that. 64-29.
35-point lead for the Olympians. And remember, 2 weeks ago, this Redondo Seahawk team only lost by 9 points at home.
Winston with the rebound. Hands it off, gets it to Pham, but now Winston gets it back on the offensive rebound and puts it up and in. 8 points for Chris.
Winston decides he wants to make his senior night a memorable one as well.
My thinking cap is changing. Now another steal. This one is by Welch.
Whoa, hard foul given there by the little man, Ichiyama.
So Welch will go to the line for Jordan. That's his first personal. Look out. Boy, he did mug him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Dante Welch going to the line to shoot 2 is a 60% foul shooter. And there's why. 41.8 left. And Ale Pavaz looking very comfortable with his partners, Terry Autry, Charlie Schreier, and the other young coach. And Winston makes the second. But check that, Welch makes the second with 5 points. 67-29, under 40 seconds left to go in this one. And Leuzinger still looking for that undefeated Bay League season. Choi and Gerard Bonifacio almost hooked and held his way along the baseline there. I thought he was the trailer.
Exactly.
So Gerard with his second personal, 8th team foul. And that sends Choi to the line looking for his first point of the game. Eddie with his first point. He's a 6-foot senior guard. Nice shot of the Olympian bench. Trey Anderson, Kyrie Johns, and Donnell Drain on senior night. Speaking of draining, Choi makes both free throws. And, Chris Winston missed the dunk try, but Chime.
And they parted the Red Sea for him, you know. A lot of New England Patriots, of course.
Here comes, that's one by Winston on the inbound pass. That didn't go down either. Rebound is off. Ichiyama trying to go coast to coast. Won't go down. Look out. Howell misses it. Rebound is off. Look out below. He missed it again. Choi gets the rebound. 2 seconds left. How
Whoa,
long?
whoa,
No.
whoa. And that's what you don't want to see is that right there. And the clock expires, and they're going to say that that's the ball game. Hard foul given at the end by Victor Pham.
And the final score 67-31. And Leuzinger is now 10-0 and the Bay League champions, and they also improved to 21-5, winning their 6th in a row and hold at home an undefeated season as well at 6-0 at home. Meanwhile, the Redondo Seahawks 2-8 in the Bay League, 10-16 overall, and 4-6 on the road. And they have lost, I believe that is 6 out of their last 7 games.
Right, they had a tough year this year, Lou. Very uncustomary for Redondo, but by the same token, that's their story. That's up for Coach Tom Meyer to figure out how you go back to the drawing board, regroup, and come back out next year with a different kind of effort. But for this year, for the Leuzinger Olympians, guess what? The season obviously moves on with the expectation that they will get a very high seed in the upcoming playoffs, and that they should get a first-round home game. Tonight, they put on a very impressive show, 67-31, in a game in which, for the players in particular, Lou, and the fans, but a lot of guys who just do not get a lot of playing time traditionally. And that's nothing unusual in this program. That's true in every program, whether it's football, basketball, soccer, checkers, whatever. You know, there are guys who get playing time and who don't. But having said that, great opportunity by the Olympian coaching staff to get a number of guys in. I mean, we could go up and down the list, Lou. By our count, I think everybody on the squad got some appreciable playing time tonight, and that's certainly a credit to Coach Pavaz. The other story of the night, of course, was the fact that it was senior night. Let's go through those seniors again, give them all one final shout out, because this was their night, and they made it a memorable one. Number 5, Eric Roderick West. 10 is Eric Sims, okay? I'm going to hold right here because I'm being told that Sebastian is Coach Ali Pavaz. So let's go to Sebastian.
Thanks a lot, guys, here on Channel 22. I'm here with Coach Parvaz of the Leuzinger Olympians. Coach, first of all, congratulations on being league champions. How does it feel?
Thank you. It feels good. You know, it was a goal we had coming into the season to win the Bay League. We didn't win it last year. Peninsula won it. Left a sour taste in our mouth. Actually, we tied for second with Redondo. So coming back in, avenging some of the stuff we did last year, kind of puts that, we can put that behind us, look forward to the next season.
Definitely. Talk about the struggles of your team this year, what they went through, and how they overcame them to become league champs, where you guys are right now.
Yeah, I mean, we had ups and downs. We played a real tough schedule early on. And I know we lost our second game in Santa Barbara to Clovis. We lost back-to-back games for the only time this season. And, you know, we kind of talked about it. We had a little team meeting, and, you know, we challenged ourselves, so let's not lose another game. And if it wasn't for a couple points at Price, we would have got that as well. But kids are resilient. They fight. We've been down a couple times. We'll keep playing. We always talk about 32 minutes, and that's been the goal. And, you know, we were able to put it together.
Most definitely, and this being your second year here with Leuzinger, getting your first title here as Bay League champions, how does that feel?
It feels good, but, you know, it's not me, it's the kids. So they went out there and did it. They battled hard. They made the big plays down the stretch. You know, Eric Childress and Travion Anderson, they're our 2 best players, but they're also our 2 hardest workers. And that really shows. When they're in practice, those 2 work harder than everybody else. They're competitive. They're going after it. So that really made a difference for us, and everybody else followed suit.
There you go, guys. Coach Parvaz, the coach of the Olympians, winning the Bay League tonight. He says it's the kids, but we know he's a mastermind on the court. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sebastian Spencer. Good job by you. And let's see if we can do a little bit of lighting. There, is that any better? Better here. You want to move over towards me a little bit there, partner? Here. This is live television, folks. There we go.
Yeah.
That's right. Last call. The lights are out. Wait a minute. Is this my date? Okay. Anyway, we are here, and final game here at Lou House for this season. Want to thank you very much for joining us here on Channel 22. Congratulations to the Leuzinger Olympians is behind our camera guy. We see Victor Pham walking off with his father maybe, and he's got his balloons and everything else at center court, so that's a nice shot there. But it was these Olympians really taking it to the Redondo Seahawks, and probably their across the 405 rivals, if you want to call it that.
Right.
A very heated rivalry between these two teams, and they needed to have a good showing tonight anyway to probably prove to the masterminds of the CIF at the selection committee to get a good seed, maybe stay close to home or even at home.
Well, I think they accomplished all that tonight, Lou, clearly, because they outmanned, outclassed, outplayed a very good Redondo team. We talked about it, whose record was deceptive, even in league action. And in the prior contest, Leuzinger had only beaten them by 9. Tonight, they beat them by 36.
Yeah, and for the Seahawks, 17 points for Derek Bialy, also 3 rebounds. 7 points and 4 rebounds for Jordan Ichiyama, and 3 rebounds for Michael Howell. 5 rebounds for Brian Few, didn't have any points at all. 1 rebound for John Albee. Chris Henderson had 5 rebounds, no points. 2 points for Eddie Choi, and also 2 rebounds, and 3 points for David Passmore to go with 5 rebounds, and 2 rebounds for Omar Karame, the transfer from Hawthorne High School.
If you want to get a sense of how good that Leuzinger defense was, they held Redondo to single digits in every quarter of the game.
So 5, 8, 9, and 9.
That's great. That's playing great defense at any level. All right, when you hold a team to single digits the entire game in each quarter.
You know, this Leuzinger Olympian, this edition of the Leuzinger Olympians, Rufus, has continued to impress me every game that they've come out here on the court. I mean, they haven't been the all-star, the awesome teams in the past that we've seen and got spoiled with there, with the Donnell Beverleys and the Russell Westbrooks and the Quinns, and on and on.
Right.
But this team here just seems to keep getting better and better, and all led by Eric Childress, even though we didn't see him a whole lot. But boy, they showed their depth tonight, like you've been saying all night long.
They certainly did, Lou. And the thing is, yeah, it's been a team and a program in search of a new identity. All right. By circumstances that there's no need to repeat now. Everybody who watches this broadcast is more than familiar with it. But the point is, it was a team, a group of young men. It started with a lot of guys from last year who stayed here and decided to cast their lot with this program or with Coach Ali Pavaz. They struggled a little bit, had a pretty decent season. As I said, came in second place, 6-4 overall in Bay League action. But boy, this year's team, with many of the guys coming back from last year's team, really made, again, their own mark on Leuzinger basketball history. They created their own identity. And what they showed, and what Coach Pavaz showed as well, is that, boy, there's a history and a legacy here. And these guys have done a great job of keeping that going.
And not only that, so the kids are staying in-house here. There was at one point during the shakeup that some of these kids would go other places, and I believe one, maybe 2 left, flew out of the coop. And why don't we just go over some of these CIF standings? And okay, and well, before we do that, Tom Strickfadden telling us what we need to do is I'd like to run down the scoring first of the Olympians. And Eric Childress with just 5 points and 3 rebounds, and so it's not good for the personal stats, but I'm sure he'll take the win, that's for sure. 3 rebounds for Roderick West, one of the seniors, and 8 points and 3 rebounds for Eric Sims. Michael McMillian had 3 points and 2 rebounds. Donnell Drain, 5 points and 3 rebounds. Justin Delgado with 10 points and a rebound for Charles Chimi. I sure hope I'm pronouncing that right. It's spelled Chime, but Chimi. And then Kyrie Johns had a terrific game, 6 points and 4 rebounds. And Dante Welch, he had a terrific game, 5 points and 2 rebounds. Chris Winston, the game of his life, 8 points and 6 rebounds. And then Victor Pham, Avery Pike came on. Avery had a rebound. Travion Anderson, Trey had 9 points and a rebound. And somebody named Gerard Bonifacio It ain't no who anymore. Gerard with 12 points off the bench. As a matter of fact, all of them came in that dramatic second quarter where it was 24 points were scored by the Leuzinger Olympians to put away the Seahawks. And so that was a terrific game by everybody. Only two, actually, let's see, how many? 1, 2, 3 Olympians out of 15 did not score.
Yeah. I mean, it was that kind of night. What can you say? And, again, it was 67. What was our final? 67-31.
Right.
Well, it could have been 77 or 87-31, as we talked about it. They took the fourth quarter off, even though they had a very good fourth quarter, putting 19 points on the board. Really, once the game was in hand, and it was in hand when they went to the locker room, quite frankly. It became an opportunity for other guys to get some playing time, and that affected the final scoring output all the way around the board, but nonetheless, a good effort by the Olympians.
Let's take a quick timeout, and then Sebastian Spencer has a very special guest coming up right after this on Channel 22. And it is senior night in Lou House, where the lights are dim, but but I tell you, the feelings are sure bright tonight. Emotions are high after a big 67-31 win over arch rival Redondo Seahawks and an undefeated Bay League season. And they have won the Bay League championship again, and it comes right here to Lou House.
At home. What better place, especially on senior night.
All right, let's go to Sebastian Spencer with his very special guests.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Channel 22 here. We're back, and we're here with the 2012 Bay League champions right here. As you can see, they haven't been crowned the real ring, so why don't y'all show them the ring pops that y'all got out here right now. So we got the seniors up here in the front, so we're going to talk to a few of them, see how they feel about the season. Point guard right here, Donnell Drain. How does it feel to be league champs, man?
It feels real good, man. It feels real good, yeah.
That's it. He just know it feel good. That's all he care about. What about you, Ronnie?
It feels real good, especially after last year. We didn't win it. We lost it. It feels good to get it back. That's all. It feels good. Yeah.
We got Eric Sims right here.
Yeah, it feels amazing to come out here and bring it back home. Like they had it in 2010, and we brought it back. So I feel good about that.
What about you, man? I see you out there hustling hard, trying to get that ring going. So tell me how you feel.
Man, we hungry. We just hungry. We just want the ring so bad. We coming for it. That's it.
Got the big man up here in the middle, Kyrie.
Yeah, it feels great to see our hard work finally paying off, and to bring it back after last year when we didn't do so well. We did all right, but we didn't do as good as we knew we could have.
And Victor right here.
Man, it feels good. We fought each other every day in practice. We went to war together. Now we 10-0, baby. Say something about that.
There you go. And we got the shooter right here. How does it feel, Gerard? I know you got out there, man, and you just went with whatever you saw. They kept giving you the shots, and you kept taking them, and you kept making them. So talk about that.
I was just in rhythm, and Coach kept telling me to shoot, so I just kept shooting, and it kept falling. Yeah.
There you go. And that's the Bay League champs. I want to know, is there anybody out here that want to tell me what's going to happen in the playoffs? So we got Justin Delgado right here, basketball player / football player. Tell us what's going to happen in the playoffs.
All right, first game, win by 20. That's what's going to happen first. Second game, win by 30. That's just going to happen right there, too. Third might be a little close, tough challengers. Fourth game is ours. CIF all the way, baby. That's how we going to do it. All day.
There you go, guys. Confident Leuzinger team. And you heard Justin Delgado say that they're out to get that second ring. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you very much, Sebastian Spencer. Terrific job, and congratulations and aloha to the seniors of the Leuzinger Olympian team. And they're going to go on and play at least one more game. And their road to the Honda Center. And they're in the number 4 class, number 4 division, or 2A division, I should say. They're number 4. And Compton is number 1, Mayfair number 2, Murrieta Valley number 3, Elsinore right behind them, somebody that they beat and over the holidays. Then you also have North in there. They're number 8. Number 13 is Penny. Number 14 is Miracosta. Troy and Vista del Lago, Glendora. So either Glendora, Geez, Glendora, remember that game?
I remember that game a few years ago. What I'm looking here is that if you look at this way, Leuzinger may, and normally they don't see them that way, so that might be a little shuffling that CIF has to do. But the way the standings are, you'd have Leuzinger playing Peninsula in the first round.
But you normally wouldn't play somebody you're in your own league, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so probably they'll either play Troy or Glendora if the way things shake out, or they could even play Savannah out of Anaheim.
I think what will happen is, my guess is they'll get a very good Glendora team instead, because Murrieta Valley nor Elsinore are in the same league with Glendora or Savannah. Savannah out of Anaheim.
All right. Also want to congratulate the Lawndale Cardinals. They are in Division 3AAA and 3AA. 3
AAA.
Okay, yeah. And number 11 in that division. And West is number 7. Beverly Hills number 14. And 3AA, South and Torrance in that division. And 4AA, Morningside. And Inglewood is in the Division 2 AA, and Inglewood is number 14. So that is a tough team. Number 14 in that division, that must be a tough division.
It must be, because we saw Beverly Hills, I believe, and they're a very good ball squad.
So
we've got some recognitions to hand out.
That's right.
Some stuff fans are waiting to hear.
Always. So should we do the tip of the hat first?
Well, we can go tip of the hat first, and we went through it. And as I said, I think it's really great to be able to recognize. We come whether we're doing Leuzinger or Lawndale or Hawthorne. Man, you know who the stars are, and even Coach Pavard said that. But it is a team sport, and there are other guys who contribute. And I want to recognize tonight a guy who I thought made an outstanding contribution, and that was a senior, 6'2", 155 pounds. Came into the game averaging 2 points a game. Tonight he put 8 on the board. Played great hops. Chris Winston. Chris, you have earned the tip of the hat, my brother. And I went down, way down in the collection to pull this one out, my man. All right?
Beautiful.
You earned it. Tip of the hat.
All
Chris
right.
Winston.
And our Channel 22 Sports Player of the Game he was the real spark plug in the second quarter. That big 24-point second quarter. And Gerard Bonifacio with 4 3-pointers all in the second quarter. He is our Channel 22 Sports Player of the Game.
He made it rain, man. I mean, it was raining threes. You talk about a secret weapon. I mean, they never quite figured out what hit him once Bonifacio got going. So a great game. I think you're exactly right, and I echo it, man. Outstanding game for him, and a well-deserved honor as the player of the game.
Well, I want to honor you in your 25th season. This is probably the last game that we have coming up this year. So Rufus Washington, a happy silver year for you, a silver anniversary calling games on Channel 22 Sports. Congratulations, my
friend.
Thank
you. And it's always fun. And to steal a line, I once heard another announcer say, what I enjoy about it, week in and week out, year in and year out, decade in and decade out, we have the best seat in the house, and we get in for free, man. And don't nothing beat free.
What do you think I do? I'm not very good at this, but this is why I do it.
Exactly. So it's fun. It's fun. And when you look at the experience, nothing but a fun ride.
And when Rufus started this, 25 years ago, he was just 4.
There you go. And this was all black.
Yeah. All right.
In terms of the hair.
All right. Well, what do you say we put a bow on this one, put it up on the shelf?
This one's done, brother.
Okay. Put a bow on this one. We'll put it up on the shelf. Endorse the back of this scorecard in the win column for the Leuzinger Olympians winners.
And one more thing, make sure Coach Meyer gets a copy. I know he'd like to have a copy of this for training purposes.
Oh, absolutely. I'll send it to him for Valentine's Day.
Right.
Yeah. He will be mine. Thank you very much for joining us on Channel 22 Sports all season long. And thank you very much to Tom Strickfadden and 67-31 is our final score, reminding you that final score here from Leuzinger Olympians 10-0 in the Bay League. The Bay League Championship trophy comes back to Lou House. Well, for Rufus Washington, the terrific Channel 22 Sports crew, and Tom Strickfadden, who I believe still has somewhat of a voice left, I'm Lou Stowers telling you once again, See you in the playoffs. Until then, so long.